Welcome back to another episode of the Blockbuster Brothers. Today, this episode might be a little too much because we're covering the new Netflix series Too Much. To be honest, I didn't start out watching the show under my own tuition. My fiance was watching it, and it was one of those shows where you're like, you hating on it, and then it kind of sucked you in. This wasn't your typical watch for me. It was about kind of this really melodramatic woman and her struggles with finding love and dealing with relationships, and she's a little much, hence Too Much. So we're following kind of on her escapades, her falling in and out of love, dealing with an ex, new love. Before I dive into it too much, Steven, you want to give us your thoughts?
Well, just was interesting to find out that Lena Dunham was the creator of this.
That's right, and she acts in it as well.
Correct.
And she did Girls as I think her starting out point.
Yeah, and for me, I like the stuff she does. For some reason I have a fondness towards her on screen. I didn't think Megan Stalter was too convincing.
Yeah,
right away.
I think it's her first time. She's just a comedian, and this is her first like big, So that doesn't always, just because you can do stand up doesn't mean it's going to translate to acting. And I think, sorry to cut you off.
No, and I think she does fine. But was I completely enthralled with her performance? No. However, I think the cast around her is so strong that it's really hardly noticeable. Like there's some pretty cool, warm, and believable scenes when all the girls are with their mother and their grandmother in their home watching British movies together. Emily Ratajkowski is also in this.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is kind of funny. So yeah, I mean, I liked it. I thought it was cute. I think this is going to be a massive hit for girls, maybe teenagers and up.
Yeah. If you're younger than that, this is a little bit too provocative for you. And I think I actually ended up watching the whole season. It definitely starts to unravel and kind of loses a little bit of that sweetness and charm that's earlier on in the season, and kind of spirals towards the end. But I think Steven's note, I think with Leah, how do I pronounce her name? The director,
Lena Dunham.
Lena. I think, because of her ability to storytell and create almost like of this like Woody Allen-esque of just like dealing with relationships, and it's kind of over the top of like complaining at each other and like almost like playwright. It kind of gave me kind of a female, more modern Woody Allen take of like just like this mess up. She can't help but messing up her relationships. But I think the capacity to have good dialogue help the performance, and it goes to show you, if you've got a good story, that carries so much weight and helps out every other aspect of this show. Again, I wouldn't really think that this is geared too much towards a male demographic, but it's kept me around. So you know what? I think that it has some magic, and Lena's definitely onto something in this as well. I wonder if this gets renewed for a second season. I think it will. Like Steven says, I think that this is going to be a big hit with certain demographics. But even that, I think it's worth a shot. They're definitely doing some interesting things as well. So you know what? That's Too Much. I hope this episode wasn't too much for you. If you checked it out, let us know what you think.